Yo, what it do, man? This is your boy North End Floyd, man, back with another episode. I think this EP 115. You feel me? This is the Kickback Podcast show. Man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in with your boy right now, man. You already know what it is, man. This show that we finna talk about right here, man, it's gonna be a very dope show. If y'all seen the show that I did a few weeks ago, you know what I'm saying, with my guest co-host Ken and Erica. It was one of the dopest shows that, you know what I'm saying, I didn't ever did so far, and you know what I'm saying, going on 4 years and stuff like that. So this show, man, what we're gonna be talking about, we're gonna be talking about what do you want in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Um and it just seems like, relationships nowadays, people giving up on it. People are not trying, they quitting. We seeing what's going on with Tom Brady and stuff like that. But this gonna be a real dope show tonight. Also I got a little guest in the back. Her name was Amaya Henderson. She's a real estate agent. She's doing her thing out there. So if any of y'all, looking for a crib, trying to get a house, or whatever the case may be, you can holler at Amaya Henderson. Hey, Amaya Henderson. She in the back chilling. Hey, if y'all want it, well, I ain't, everybody can't come and chill at the spot, and hold it down. But Amaya Henderson, she's able to chill at the spot and hold it down. Let me let her get on the mic and say something real quick. Hey, Maya, come over here. Come over here right quick. Come over here. Yeah, hit the mic. Tell them people what you got going on. Ooh, what you got that $400 house?
Hi, y'all. I'm Amaya Henderson. I am 20 years old and I'm now a licensed real estate agent with Faltham. If anyone is looking to buy, sell, or lease a home, even if you are looking to move to Houston in an apartment, I'm willing to help and I'm welcome to work with all new clients. You may email me at amaya.realestate@gmail.com or you can contact me at 409-363-3721 and I am always available.
That's what's up. I appreciate you coming through. Man, I don't know if you want to get, Drizzy out there. That's about the guard dog out there. He's crazy. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That was a little quick, dope little intro, you know what I'm saying? Little drop from Amaya Henderson. Like I said, if y'all looking for a crib and stuff like that, you can holler at her. Ken, what's good, my G? Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. I hear you loud and clear, bro. It's good.
Okay, hey man, you know what I'm saying? This is a very highly anticipated show. We finna dive into some good topics. But first, man, I gotta escort Amaya Henderson out because I got a little 10-pound little dog, man, and he just crazy, dog. So I don't want to get sued by Amaya Henderson, man, because you know what I'm saying, my dog Drizzy then bit on the leg. So let me escort her out right quick.
Do your thing,
We
dog.
finna
Do your
dive
thing.
into the topics. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll do a quick shout out. So while we're waiting for him at the moment, I'm currently not at my home in a different setting, and I want to give a shout out to one of the dopest tattoo artists. I'm about 100 hours in on my ink. Yes, I have 9 to 5, so when you look, you can't tell what's going on in my life when I'm on the clock. But he's currently doing it. Friend right now. Hey Cam, say hello. What's up? So he's currently in motion right now, and I'm over here as a friend being a support for her friend on a different journey in her life. So, yes, but his shop is Voodoo Tattoo. It's in Pasadena, Texas. So you guys definitely feel free to check it out. He is on Facebook, and I'll be sure to drop his business and the link for you to look at it. But yeah, he's a dope artist.
All right, man, I'm back, man. I had to.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Man, that little dude be tripping, dog. I ain't even gonna lie to you. What you just did? What you did? You dropped what? An intro to it.
I just did a shout out for my tattoo artist.
I missed it. You gotta tag it for me.
I am. I'm gonna tag it for you. I'm gonna put it in the group chat. I was just saying where he's located. He's here in Pasadena. Is Voodoo Tattoo Co.
Mm.
And he's one of the dopest artists. I'm about 100 hours in on my ink work. So yes, I'm not a lightweight. And I just said when we get through, I'll just throw it in there. I'll drop the info for his
Yeah,
location. He
yeah.
does have a Facebook page.
For sure. Hey, and when we dive into these topics, I always tell people like if y'all don't agree with us, if y'all have your own opinions and y'all want to voice it, you can also dial the number down below 409-233-0017. And also, if you're on YouTube doing your thing, if you're on YouTube watching something or whatever, you can watch this on YouTube also. This is on YouTube also, and you know what I'm saying, audio wise, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, we do all the thing right there. So anyway, man, let's go ahead and start this show off, man. Let's dive into some topics, you know, and
Yeah.
see what the people got to say and all that. So, um, first topic, man, you know, it's a lot of independency out there, if that's a, you know what I'm saying, a word or whatever. But independent women have problems allowing a man to lead when they get into a relationship, because we see a lot of women out there, you know what I'm saying, I'm independent, I don't need no man, I'm paying my own bills. Look at my boy on here, I'm paying my own bills, I'm doing my own thing, I got my own car, job. And when they get a man, dang, they gotta let that, they having problems letting this man lead. You know what I'm saying, dude? Ken, I want to start with you, my brother. Do you feel that women that are independent, when they get into a relationship, they have problems relinquishing? You know what I'm saying? That lead, like that. Let that man lead. Let him do his thing. Let him drive that wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I definitely think they have a problem with letting a man lead
Ooh.
based off of previous, experiences with maybe an ex-boyfriend or something, whether he dropped the ball or not. And they felt the need. Well, Joe didn't do X, Y, and Z for me. He didn't pay the bills for me, so I'm never gonna let another man do it again. So I
Mm,
definitely feel like they take that and they apply it to every man going forward, saying I'm never gonna let another man lead me the wrong way no more.
mm,
Even if a man like the new guy hasn't shown you no problem, haven't given you no problem, and he trying to step up. For me as a man, I like to be able to say, "Hey, baby, I got it." But sometimes women don't even allow you to do it because they didn't say, "Shit, I had already done it." You know what I'm saying? So say they don't even tell you what's going on, what problems they having. So for a man, sometimes you have to be a self starter. You got to be able to see, okay, well, shit, baby needs some new tires. Let me go ahead and get it before she jump on it. And
mm,
you have to earn that now, because she's not going to tell you what's going on. You're going to have to foresee it. Like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and get her some new tires for Christmas. Let me go and get her oil change before the shit even due,
mm.
because she's not going to tell you, because
So
that
you saying you saying that a man, he has to show her. He has to show her that he's a good leader. That it makes her feel comfortable. Like okay, like
right,
like my girl said. She said she ready to take that cape off. But I think when you show the initiative and like you said, hey, let me go get baby gas. Let me plan this date. Let
yeah,
me do certain things. And I guess that makes the female feel comfortable to be like, okay, all right, okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna let
yeah.
him lead because I see his leadership. He has good leadership skills. He has good qualities. And
I
so,
mean, that it works both ways though, Floyd. Like I say, for us, for me, I mean, that sounds good, but sometimes, like I say, if you trying to do everything and you haven't given her any reason to question your leadership skills, and she don't tell you something and she just go get something done, like if I'm the type of dude, I want to wash your car, baby. Let me do it. Just let me know. Hey, leave me the car. But if you go get your car washed at the car wash, or you go let somebody else wash your car, and I'm a kind of feel some type of way because you didn't give me an opportunity to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about communication. Hey, baby, you do you mind washing my car? Like, you gotta give a man some type of chance to show you that he a leader. You can't just burn off and do shit on your own without communicating with him. Give me a chance to do it. Don't just do it on your own. Give me that opportunity to show you that I can lead.
yeah, and you know what I think that takes? I think that comes from like getting to know her mentally. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talked about this before. Once
Yeah,
you start, when you get to learn somebody, mentally, and learn what they like and dislike, you know what I'm saying, it makes you want to do those things. Like if you hop into a relationship and y'all already knocking each other down in the first couple of days, then that man is already, I mean, that's what he want.
right.
He don't have to learn nothing else because
Mm-hmm.
he's already getting it. Okay, why do I have to know who her parents is? I'm already knocking it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
already doing my thing. I don't have to make the extra step because she say I don't have to. I don't
right,
need to make the
right,
extra
Right.
step. All
right,
I gotta
right.
do is keep knocking her down. Why I gotta go wash her car? You know what
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I think like when you're talking to a female, you get to learn her and you get to love her mentally. It makes you want to do those type of things, Ken. It makes you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Her it's cold outside. Her tire is low. Let me go put some air in her tire. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me put some gas in her car so she won't have to step out the gas station and it's freezing out there and stuff like
Right.
that. And
But
that just
see, go ahead, Fry. I'm not you
no,
finna. I
no.
want.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, how many times you've seen man or somebody call you be like, I know she ain't got no man, a car dirty all the time. You know, the wheels on it, look like they need to
Mm,
be changed or rotated. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? The inside's all
Yeah.
dirty. You're like, damn, she must ain't got a man. Then to find out she do got a man. But the point is, like, those things are things that you see with your eyes. She ain't gonna tell you my car need to be washed. She'll, but before she is driving around with a dirty car, you ain't never once said, hey, let me go take this baby car to go get done. Let me go wash it for her. You
Yeah.
ain't never did that.
Uh-huh.
So therefore, you can't get mad when she go take it to somebody else and let them wash it because you didn't take no initiative. But as a leader, you already seeing my baby car dirty, my baby tires bald, because that's not something that she gonna tell you. You could just be coming in from work. You take a glance at her tires, like, oh, baby, the tires getting kind of bald. I need to get her some new tires. That's automatic.
Hey,
But I
Ken.
mean, when we talk about leadership skills and things that she's not going to tell you, she's not going to tell you about, like I say, when you want to plan a trip or plan something, to go out of town or something like that. That's things that, it takes her to kind of say, baby, it's time for us to do this. But if she don't even show you that she interested, or she ain't even trying to tell you when her off days is, it's hard to plan those type of things.
Ken, let me ask Erica this. Erica, do you like
Mhm.
washing your car?
No, but so to me, it's like no, I don't. But it's just like something you got to do. It's just like a chore. Just like some days I don't feel like doing laundry. Some days I don't feel like washing the dishes. So I guess for me, when I think about like this question in regards to like independent women have problems allowing men to lead
Mm,
when they get in a relationship, to me these are like things that are standard. Like to me, these are like surface level things in my relationship, if that makes sense. Because the things that's gonna give me comfort in being able to know if I'm comfortable with allowing my man to really lead in a relationship is what is his like his fundamentals when it comes to finances,
mm.
things of that sort. And then just like being able to be attentive to being able to understand what my love language is. That lets me know, because the thing is when I allow a man to lead in my relationship, it's because we are working on getting good communication with one another. And like to you, you say like you say you might feel some type of way if she like go get her car washed. Something me, if I'm on the way home and like say if I got like a Mr. Car Wash, I'm like, you know what, it's dirty. Let me just run it through right quick. Like
That's what
that's
they
not
do.
anything my man would like trip off. It's like, okay, that's one less thing. Because that's time when you was washing that car. And guess what? Now that I did that, you can go do something else for me if you want, so to speak. That's how I would view. It's just like a checklist item. So to me, I think it goes deeper than like just like taking out the trash and making sure like the bills paid. It's just like me, you consistently showing that you are a leader in a relationship where you put God first, then you put our relationship like on that next plateau. Because as long as he's right with God and he puts God first, we can't go wrong with that. Because if he's doing everything that he needs to do, then when it comes to him and leading this relationship, I won't have that sense of discernment, because he's not going to sit here and focus on little things. The things to me that are intangible is the things that lets me know that I can take a step back I can take a step back and not have to feel like I need to lead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Teresa, this not no gating game. I don't know what she
yeah,
came up
yeah,
with.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I would say this too. I would end on this note too on this topic that when it come down to like independence, I think it's more about decision making. Like as a man, making this right decision. I mean, whether it's with the family situations or finance situations, spiritual situations. Hey, baby, this is not the right church for us, baby. I don't feel comfortable at this church. It
Hmm.
could be that. It could be like, baby, I don't like what this pastor talking about. I don't feel. It could be whatever. You have to lead your woman in the right direction, not to another church that's worse than the church that she was at. You got to make sure that everything check off when you leading and you making decisions, that it doesn't come back to bite you, because she's never going to trust you again if it turns out to be the wrong decision. Like I
Man,
remember, go,
I I wouldn't say that we not gonna trust you again, because the thing is like when you say not trust you again, you gotta understand at the end of the day, every person is human. There's gonna be, especially in a relationship, you learning your partner every single day. There's never gonna
mm,
be a part where you understand your relationship. So
yeah,
there's gonna
facts.
be bumps and downs. So when my man does something that maybe I didn't agree with, I'm gonna give him grace so to speak, and understand that he's human. So he may not have hit it the mark on this time, but moving forward, he's going to take that situation as a teachable moment to know, like, moving forward, I want to make sure that I do this, this, and this to avoid this from happening, so to speak. So it's not about not having trust again. It's the level of offense where you would think, like, I'm not going to trust you again. And I don't think in a relationship where he's trying to lead and actually be for his woman and create that that security within a relationship, I don't think he's going to be in a position to where I won't ever trust him again. It's just him learning, because that's
Right.
all it is in a relationship.
You
But
think
Erica,
do
go
you
ahead.
think
Bro.
that females have to be patient with their man and because all guys don't have that leadership quality just built in. Sometimes you have to kind of like it has to grow. You know what I'm saying? You have to have mistakes and stuff like that. Because look,
Yes.
at the age I am right now, the leader that I am, man. Like when I was 32, it's not even, you can't even compare it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a great leader, you know what I'm saying? But my wife, she was patient with me and watched me and helped me develop into the leader that I am right now. Because like I'm saying, when I was 32, when I was 26, shit, I wasn't no good leader. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
I didn't.
I'll tell you, hey Floyd, I'm gonna add
I
what you said. Go ahead.
what?
I'm gonna add what Floyd said. No, you
So
may not have been a good leader at that age, but you gotta have some of the qualities that a leader possess. You don't have to necessarily be at the finish line, but a woman has to see that, you know what, he has good qualities. And as long as you got the good qualities in you, you can always perfect them to be a better leader as you get older. It's kind of like playing sports, you know what I'm saying? When a person make you the leader or the captain of the team because he sees something in you, you say, man, this man make good decisions or whatever. But he ain't gonna make you no captain if you don't have the qualities. It may be your senior year before you get to be that captain. You may be the qualities there at the 19th grade. But your senior year, that coach will say, you know what, I'm gonna make Kendrick Smith the captain this year because he
Hmm.
saw that I had the qualities. He saw that the decision making was there, but I just needed a little bit more time to mature, a little bit more time to, perfect my craft. And then once you do that, she's seeing you grow, your woman. She's seeing you saying, okay, well, you know what? I like him, where he at in his life, his development. It just may take a year or two. Let me, keep supporting him, keep riding with him. That's what I think about it.
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
and then at the end of the day, it's all about grace. Like, we're human. Like, you're not gonna get it. We don't get an instruction manual. We don't like get an inside cheat code to what it's like. Like, we have to be very transparent at the end of the day. Like, there are going to be mistakes along the way. Like cheating and all that. Okay, that's a whole nother ball game. But like, we're human at the end of the day. So like, for you to come in realistically and hold this level of like accountability to a person, let's be real. If the shoe was on the other foot, could you also handle the same level of stress? No, probably not. So
I mean,
you gotta give that partner straight. You gotta give that partner grace, because you gotta be realistic at the end of the day. It's like, it's a growing, continuous relationship that is evolving.
so what is the answer? Do you agree to the question? Do
What
independent
question?
women have a problem allowing a man to lead? I say
No,
you don't
no,
think they have a problem with letting a man lead.
no. I don't
Like
think so. I
like I
do
said,
not think so.
it depends on the woman. Think it depends on the woman because there are certain levels of women that do have a problem with lead. That if they had a bad experience, they're saying
But
they never gonna let a man lead.
that's
But
literally, but it's literally every single question presented in life. Some, not all, not
not all. I
independent
agree.
women.
Yeah.
Some. It's always going to be some, but it's not all. So that at the end of the day is no, I don't, because not every independent woman is
Is
going to think like that.
do
is
you
there
think
a
it do
wall?
do you no? Do you think it matters how successful she is?
No, I
Because
don't.
if she's successful, she doing her thing. She gonna be like, what? Why would I let you lead? And I'm successful. I'm doing my thing. I
No,
don't.
Yeah.
I don't need you
no.
to lead me.
She lying,
No,
Erica.
it's
You're
a
lying.
win. I'm
You're
not lying.
lying.
It's a win to me.
You're lying.
No, to
Yeah.
me, I'm not lying, because
You're
today it's like
lying.
it's a win for me, because like, even if I'm being successful, the thing that people, they focus so much on an independent, like, financial standing of a person. Like, who I get in a
Hey,
relationship with, I
Actually
win, he
lying.
win.
yes, you
No,
lying. They all
no,
lying.
I win, he win. No, no. If I win, he's winning. And he can come in and be just as successful and just as has an independent mindset. But if we come in with this independent thinking in a relationship, we don't need to be in a relationship, because a relationship is not a sense of independency. There's a dependency that is built, a bond that is built. So if you come in and you can't change that mindset, like, it's me, when it's supposed to be us and God, it's not going to work. Like, so, and then people focus so much on the term independent women that, like, they put this negative facade, because sometimes we say, oh, Independent women can't do this. And it's not even that. Sometimes it's a bitter woman, a hurt woman, like an insecure woman. It's not even independent. And this person could have done all this work and got to this level of prestige. But at the end of the day, when she go home, she's still broken. She's still hurt. But she's extremely successful. So when people go through and they put these negative connotations on what an independent, like the term independent woman, so to speak, it's not. That's just a term. That's just a term. And you focus independence on a monetary stature, and to me, it's about a mental stature of a person
Okay.
and what she does and what she brings to the table. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? So
All
that's how
right.
I
I
view it.
don't, but
She trying to go in right
yeah,
now,
she
I'm
trying
just
to go
man.
in
saying.
because
And
you
look,
know
I'm just
why?
saying.
all her friends on here agreeing too. I agree with
All the
that.
independent women,
I
but
agree
see,
I'm
with
just
Florida,
that.
saying.
you know, we can't win on this one because, like I said, that's the anthem, independent. That Beyonce song. Once that song came, I
All
mean,
my
there's a lot of
ladies, all
there's a lot of independent women. All I'm saying is that makes it very hard for a normal man to try to lead based
look
off
at
the
that.
fact that another man failed and dropped the ball.
Look at
That's
that.
all I
Yes,
said.
No,
yes, Erica. Yes,
no,
Erica. Yes,
no,
Erica. That's all they saying.
no. Because what that's saying is that that woman you got with, she should have never gotten in a relationship. She should have never gotten in the next relationship because she hasn't healed from that. That don't mean independent woman. That's just a woman who has baggage and didn't work on her healing and her transition and her process of being able to come to peace before getting into another relationship. That has nothing to do with an independent woman.
That's a lot of women. Then that's a lot of women and men that don't do that. I mean, a lot
Mm,
of
And
people don't.
and I mean that just goes to say like the energy that maybe that you've had around you to have this perception at the end of the day, because that's not often the case where I know extremely independent women that don't have that problem.
Hey,
All
hey,
I'm
do me a favor, y'all share this show right now, man. Just hit a quick link, but just hit the quick link, man, and share it. You know what I'm saying? Share it to the people, share it to what I'm saying, whoever would follow y'all or whatever. I
Yeah.
just had to throw that out there, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my to the homie TR Eve. She was like, everybody not part of the Beehive, and people were independent before Beyonce dropped that song.
Thank you, Eve. I don't even listen to them
Yo,
like
shout
that.
out to
I'm not
Eve.
even
I
a
love
part
when
of the
she be on the
Beehive.
show too,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, she cool, man. She dope
Yeah,
people.
Eve cool, man. I had her and Erica on the show before one time, man.
We
They
Yeah, I
had
talked.
think
fun.
I watched.
It was fun.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah,
good
she cool
vibe.
It
people,
was
man.
pretty
She good
dope,
people.
man. She be so busy. I be trying to get on. She just be so busy sometimes, man. And she a therapist. So if y'all looking for a cool therapist out there, you know what I'm saying, holla at Eve or whatever.
Hey,
So
bro. Hey, bro. See, they don't really want to know. Like I said, as men, we speaking from a certain place. They don't be want to hear it. Like most men don't want a woman that's so independent. We want to feel needed. I'm
mm,
just being honest. A woman that's so independent that a man don't feel like, well, shit, there's nothing I could do for you. You know, you got everything. And if you don't never let a man feel needed, then he don't feel like he's valued.
yep.
We
And
need to
then
feel needed.
again, Ken, you are
Mm.
taking the term independent. It's
I'm
the
not
wrong
taking no
word.
term. I'm taking how y'all
No,
treat a nigga.
but
That's all I'm
no,
saying.
no.
Oh.
Okay, this is what we need to
Oh.
address right now. Right now, we're going to address this. It's not an independent woman that you're saying that doesn't need a man. It is a woman that's been hurt, that has been scorned, that has been emotionally abused in a relationship. Something
Uh-oh. Brandy.
independent isn't anything. This is an emotional being. This is like an emotional state
That's
of
what you
being.
heard before.
It has
Mm,
nothing to do
I don't
with
know.
independence. Nothing into independence. The fact that like yeah, she feels like she doesn't need anything. Like people so often put this one term, but this term has nothing to do with the fact like you just
We do.
dealing with a woman that's bitter. It's not an independent woman. It's a bitter woman. It's a hurt woman. Independent has nothing to do with what you're communicating at the moment.
I'm
Sean Wilson
saying,
is right. She said men need to feel needed. Yeah, that's true.
I'm just
I,
saying,
That's
like
all.
most women take that
I want to
term.
be appreciated, baby.
Yeah, most women take the term independence like I don't need a man. I can do everything for myself. And when they start talking like that, and I mean, whether you're on a date with a man or not, and you hear
Hey,
that like, oh, I don't need a man. I could do everything for myself. That man kind of hear that and be like, okay, well, motherfucker, do it by yourself. Then
uh,
it's gonna rub you wrong.
you gonna
That's
be
all I'm
too
saying.
independent. And you are gonna end up solo.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what's
just
gonna
telling you the
happen.
truth. Yeah, shit. Okay, if you don't need me, you could be a
All
doctor, a
right, baby.
lawyer, whatever. But at the end of the day, I can do something. Goddamn it, you may need me to yard cut, but you know what? Go
Yeah.
ahead and go find that little man, that little boy, that 14 years old, or that
Uh,
Mexican cut your grass. It is what it is, you know.
like we say,
Let me know when you're ready
it's
because
getting
I can take this in the
it's
car.
getting
Taylor's
cold
gonna do like a
outside,
little.
baby. I know you don't want to go pump that gas. It's getting cold out
Oh,
there.
she does. Did you go see the
Right.
puppy?
She finna get some ink.
Yeah.
She
I thought I had it mute. My bad. Go ahead.
oh, I finna say you finna go get some ink.
No, I'm done. No, no, no.
All right,
No,
okay.
no. Yeah. All right.
Oh man, okay. So let's switch it up. Let's switch it up, y'all. This is a good one.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to talk about this one now, but man,
Nah,
forget it,
nah.
man.
Say that one. Say that
It
in
is.
your
Go
back
ahead. It's fine.
pocket. Put that in
Oh,
your. I know where
yeah.
you're going with it. Say that in your back pocket.
Yo, Who that?
Brandy Harmon.
Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, excuse my language, man. We got a
Brandy.
caller. We got a caller.
To accept,
Hey,
press
hey,
1.
caller.
Brandy.
Hey, caller, we hear you. Hey, caller, what up?
Hey, Kendrick wanted to know what I was talking about. I've heard that before. Don't, it ain't messy. Don't be messy. Clarify.
Okay, my
Okay, so I have been told that you don't need me because you got your own house, you got your own car, you got a job, you got this. And I'm like, well, what do you want? You want independent? Like, if I'm an adult, I am expected to take care of myself, and I'm independent because I have to be. So for me, it's like, well, you should be happy that I want you for you and not because I need something from you. Like, every woman does not, an independent woman, like she's saying, an independent woman is not someone that's just like, I don't need you.
Right.
Like, we're grown people, we're handling our business.
Well,
And so if you meet someone who is able to lead, and you're meeting someone who can say, okay, I can accept her success or her status or whatever she is doing at the workplace, but when she comes home, she doesn't. A lot of times, if we're doing something and we're in a certain position, trust me, when we get home, we don't want to be in the lead.
right.
Okay.
It is good to have someone who can say, I'll take the lead, or hey, baby, let me do this, or hey, this is this. But then a lot of times, by seeing all these posts on Facebook and everything, like, men just take it in their mind of what this is because you're dealing with the wrong type of women with that mentality.
Let me ask you this, Brandy. How do you know that guy has good leadership quality? When you talking to a guy, what makes you say, okay, this guy's a good leader? I like what he's talking about. I like the vibe. I like his direction. I'm not trying to answer the question for you, but what snaps in your head? Be like, okay, I'm gonna let this guy take the lead. What does he have to present to you?
I'm paying attention to how he's speaking. I'm paying attention to his previous relationships. Like, a lot of times, if you just sit back and you don't say nothing, everyone will tell you what you need to hear without you even. You can just ask one open-ended question, and people will just tell you. You know, if I see someone that's been married 4 or 5 times, I can't. It's just, there's something wrong and you haven't addressed it yet.
Oh, he gotta have that.
You know. So, I mean, literally, you can literally tell. Like, I'm watching you make decisions. I mean, if it's something, you know, you tell me something. Let's just say, I mean, this was way in my 20s, but I'll just use it as an example, right? I mean, I'm dating someone and we're going somewhere. He runs out of gas. Like, dude, you're like, that's just preparation. It's just common sense stuff to me.
Yeah.
And as you get older, of course, those things are going to change, you know, but it's not necessarily something like he says, you know, this, and this. It's just you're watching, you paying attention, because for each woman, leadership is going to be different. So I'm going to pay attention to things that are important to me. I'm going to watch how you handle your bills now. How do you do this now? Because that also is going to dictate what you're going to do in the future.
Is it hard? Is it hard finding a man like that, you know, nowadays in this time? Is there very few men out there that's, you know, doing these type of things? Oh, she answered before
nowadays.
You yep.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad she being honest.
I
mean,
yeah.
I think so. Yes.
Yes.
And I only can speak from what I've experienced and what I've encountered. I can't speak about other women. I do hear other women saying the same things, but for me personally, yes, I have run into some people that I honestly thought as we got older, you know, maturity changes or, you know, mindset changes, but it actually just kind of doesn't seem that way, you know. And like I said, it's all about asking these questions, and you ask those questions, you'll find out.
Yeah.
I got something for Brandy. I got a question for Brandy I want to ask you. Okay, Brandy. So I heard you say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to kind of talk about the beginning part. Like, a woman that has her own stuff has never been a problem. A woman that has her own car, her own house and all that, that's never been a problem for me or anything. And I don't think for most men, I think what most men have an issue at is when you're in a relationship, she starts to tell you, I don't need you. because I got this and I got that. Is the fact that when things start happening in a relationship, they make it known that the way they moving, like you said, you pay attention to how they move. Then it's kind of like, well, I don't need you because I got this or I got that. They make you feel like, well, okay, well, damn, shit. You know, it could be something small you want to do for, or y'all may have a disagreement, and then she'll show you, well, shit, I don't need you. I got this. It's what she say because they
Okay,
say
I
words
don't
don't.
say those things. So
I'm just saying that's the point. Like when they start talking and they say things, it don't even have to be an argument. It could be just a disagreement, and they say something like, "Well, I got my own house, I got my own car, I don't need you." And then a man don't forget what you say. Neither do a woman. They say words don't hurt, but they do. A person holds on to what a
right,
woman says. So I mean, therefore, half the women I know that have their own, that's doing good, very independent, is a mindset that, what I'm saying, some of them have that they think they too good for the average brother. They think they too good, what I'm saying, to talk to a guy that's not making the type of money that they making.
Mm.
So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's you,
Well,
but I'm saying some of them.
no,
well, Ken, could you just say that's
no,
just
that's
maybe
not.
that was your experience from dating because
No,
maybe
that's
that's
not
what
my
you were
experience.
attract
That's what
or
I see a lot of times.
what you
But go
see.
ahead.
So if that's what you see, do you think it's because maybe that's the energy you put around you to allow you to only see that?
Oh, ah.
I don't want to say that's the energy I put out, but I mean, I don't want to say that because I don't put out that
Ah,
type of energy.
ah,
But I
man.
mean, I do believe that it's is a mindset that most people in today's society have, where like certain women, I mean, they watch them reality shows and stuff like that, to where,
Mm,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm being honest with you, reality shows are really messing up a lot of things in
Reality
today's
shows is
world.
toxic, man.
I mean, Atlanta Housewives, the basketball
Um,
wives, all that
married to
stuff. I mean,
medicine, all that,
come all that. So I
all
mean,
that.
the average
But
woman
I
sitting there
think, but
saying like
that
it's
falls
not
back
true,
into
that it's
mental
not happening.
maturity.
Yep.
But you're saying that it's not happening, and I'm telling you, it is happening.
No, I'm
There,
telling you that
Hey,
falls
hey,
into mental maturity. Mental
Brandy.
maturity.
I just
Okay,
want to
great.
say, hey, Brandy, I appreciate you calling and dropping your jewels. I'll hit you later. We gonna talk about Brandy. Want to come on the show? So you know what I'm saying. We gonna
I
talk
know, hey, Brandy, good people, man. She
good
really is. I
people.
mean, I've been
Great
knowing Brandy for a
people.
while,
For
but
sure.
not only that, but you see the way she spoke, man. She has a very
Mm,
good mindset. I
yeah,
mean,
no
and
doubt.
she's a unicorn.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you calling, Brandy.
All right, I'm logged back on and watch off.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Brandy trying to act talking real proper. Brandy from that north, I think. Like so, Brandy. I already know how Brandy
Hey,
get
hey,
down.
hey, but
So
she's always been like that since I've been knowing her, man.
yeah,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
She's always had a good head on her shoulders.
Hey, happy
Man,
birthday to my girl Busy B Mosey out there on the scene, man. Happy birthday to you. You know what I'm saying? Jeep gang and stuff like that. But hey, man, let's go ahead and jump into another topic,
happy
man.
birthday, B.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's go into this one, man. Is there a limit to how quick you can fall in love, man? Like, is that lust or whatever? Or that might be I might be going to a whole nother thing. But is it too, I mean, is it a time limit? Like, can you fall in love that quick, like in a week or 2 weeks, a month? Or is that even possible to
I mean,
fall in love?
I don't think you can fall in love in a week or no 2 weeks, but I don't put a time frame on it. But I would
Right.
say 2 weeks is a little bit much, man. That's pushing it. But I
You,
mean,
you don't think it's
if
2 weeks?
nah, you gotta learn that person, man, because eventually you can in the process of getting to know them and falling in love with them, you're getting to know them every day. You'll never completely know somebody.
Shit,
But I
Ashley
mean,
said ain't no time limit. Ashley falling in love within a couple days of cause
yeah, but I think that there's a divorce that'll be coming right after that too. I
within
No,
mean,
I
yeah,
mean you'd be
within the
surprised.
within
yeah,
six
like
months.
yeah, bro. Like I say, you like, oh, I didn't find out this about you. I didn't know this about you.
Hold
I
on,
didn't
your
know you was
credit, your
crazy.
credit bad?
Credit? Oh,
You
you a
be,
criminal?
you
Or
behind on child support?
you a pedophile?
What?
All that kind of stuff. Like you can't let those type of people around your kids when
You
you ain't
put
do
sugar
research.
in your grits?
I mean, okay, I get what y'all saying because times now have changed versus like maybe back then in arranged marriages and everything else. But I mean, no, I really don't think like I like a reasonable time limit. But like, yeah, like I meet you and we go get married tomorrow. Okay, no, but you really cannot put a time limit on love. And I can't believe that's coming from my mouth. But you really
Mm,
can't. You can't really put a time limit on it because most things I think people forget about is like we go by listening to everybody else, allowing everyone else to be in our ears. But if you have a connection with that person and it's something that just literally cannot be shook, unfortunately, we hope they're not a scammer. We hope they're not secretly married with
mm-hmm.
kids and everything else. But
Secretly married.
I don't think that there is a time limit. And to me, the time limit is just basically in that time when you're connecting with that person. You also gotta kind of be intentional.
Like Lachey say, you never know. You
'Cause-
might be talking to a homie or a female for like 3, 4
Yeah,
months, and then
What?
she finally take her
yeah,
shoes off, and her feet just funky. It's just like, oh no,
right. Oh no,
you know
he's
what I'm
talking
saying?
about feet now. Okay,
No, that's what she was talking about.
okay.
Hey, Floyd, I'll put it this way, bro. It's not a
I like
time
sugar
limit.
grits.
Look, Eric and Floyd. It's not a time limit. I believe that you can fall in love with a person in a month frame time too. Like as you gradually talking to them, though. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like in a week we going to get married. I'm saying you can meet somebody, start talking to them, and say I want to marry this person. And as you start to talk to them throughout the months, you still learning them, and you saying, okay, I still feel good about this person. You keep
Mhm.
getting to know them, and then a couple of months down the line, you get married. That's fine. I'm
Hey,
saying there's no way possible that you meet somebody today and you say next week we get married. That's not working.
hey,
I I don't
You be
agree. I don't.
surprised, Ken. You be
Hey, I'm
surprised.
not going to take nobody to Vegas in one night and go and
You
marry
can
you.
never say never. Yo, you can never say
Shit,
never. You
I'm
can never
telling you,
say
I would never
never.
do something like that. I'm telling you.
hey,
Hey,
You
let
wouldn't.
me ask you this, Ken. Have a female ever told you in any of your relationships they love you first? Have they ever been the first person to be like, I love you?
yeah, that's happened before.
How you felt when she said that though?
I mean, I felt like, anybody else, I feel like that's good. Hey, I mean, what do you say? What do you say to that? You know
Ah,
what I'm saying? I felt like,
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I wasn't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I would always use the word I care about you too. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that
saying?
so if she say I love you, you be like I care about you too.
If I'm not in love with her, if I'm not in love
Damn.
with her, but if I really feel something for her too, I mean, because that's a strong word. And
Oh yeah,
when I was younger, I played with that word a lot. And it's
yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
playing with fire. They tell you don't play with matches and stuff when you're a
Mm-hmm.
kid. I realized a lot of situations that I got into when I was younger was because I played with that word.
Yeah,
And as I
you
got
didn't
older,
respect it. You didn't
yeah, I didn't
respect it.
respect it. I didn't know what kind of power it had.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like shit. If I tell her shit, I love her, shit, we gonna do it. We gonna do some things.
Yeah,
And
Erica,
so
Erica,
yes,
you ever told a guy you loved him first?
Legit, no.
Oh, you kind of
man, you
Legit,
hesitated
no.
on that.
I'm really trying to make.
look,
I'm over here thinking, trying to make sure I'm not a liar. But
you
no,
liar,
I
legit. She
legit
said
on that.
legit. You
No.
legit no. So you was lying when you said it. You might have been
I'm
pillow
trying.
talking.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is I haven't said it first. Like I'm over here trying to make sure I'm not
Damn.
lying, but I could not remember a time where I said it first. I don't even want to go into detail what my dating history has been like, and if I explained to you what my dating history has been like, you would get it. But I feel like a part
Mhm.
of my dating history has been dealing with like more people trying to trap than actually trying to. So yeah, it was like no. So no, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't
Trap.
been.
What you mean you trying to trap, Erica?
No.
Man, they try
What,
to
what
trap you with a baby and all that and stuff.
oh, he was trying to
Dudes out
trap
here
my
with they
friend.
be doing
And,
everything, man.
and
Dudes be
yes,
like,
and
hey,
and disclaimer, yes, there was protection involved, but people like to poke holes. Yeah, it's
oh
crazy,
damn.
scandalous,
Ooh,
scandalous.
oh, that's a
I'm not even
I
conversation.
ain't
gonna go
never,
down that road.
bro, I
But
ain't
that's why
never
I'm over here like
I ain't
legit,
never,
thought
yeah.
no, like
to
legit,
poke a
no,
hole in a
haven't been the
condom.
first.
Like,
I
who
make sure I'm
does
not
that?
lying.
Even a guy?
What
What
type,
makes what type of guys would like? I get
what kind of guy she was talking to? Who?
that's the
Hey,
poke.
Flo, what you about to say? What
I'm just
kind of
saying, what?
dude you was dealing with?
Yeah, what
That's what I was
the?
thinking.
He
I
bought a
thought
condom
it
and
was
he poking holes in
quality.
it. Like,
Oh
damn, bro.
man, this. Oh my
Shoot,
God, where were you
another
meeting these
exes
guys
who
at?
got back in who went got in a relationship, had a baby. Somebody, it should have been you. No, it shouldn't have not been me, bro. You got a baby with that person for a reason. It wasn't supposed to be me. That's not God's plan.
He's a known condom poker.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah,
Oh,
damn.
okay. All right.
yeah,
So me personally, I think as far as love, I think you could like somebody a lot, But as far as loving somebody, man, that take
Yeah,
time, man. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You gotta build that, I think you gotta at least have like an argument and then, have a conversation about it before you even like, what I'm saying, you fall in love with a person. Some people, I mean, that honeymoon phase is real. You know what I'm saying? Like guys will say anything or females say anything to try to avoid that argument. But once y'all, have that
Man,
argument, work it out, and understand what it is, and understand what y'all working towards, then I think that's when that love starts happening and stuff. But man, I think that's wild, dudes poking holes in condoms and stuff. But
hey
but
Florida. You,
Go ahead.
you got no, you got a caller.
No, I don't got no caller. That's
Oh,
a
okay. Now I say you got to at least give a chance, the relationship a chance to see if it's what for you or not. Like they used to say, man, each person come with their fair share of shit. Every person gonna have their shit. It's nobody shit that smell like roses. Everybody got their shit with them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to at least give it a chance to say, damn, that shit smell. That shit stink. If you as soon as it come out, you spraying air freshener, you don't know what it is.
mm,
If as soon as it come out and you spraying air freshener on it, you don't have an
man.
opportunity to see if it really stink or not.
Well,
So you're gonna confuse that to think that that's potpourri when it's really stinking.
yeah.
So my thing is give yourself an opportunity to see if that relationship for you or not. I mean, it takes time. In a marriage, it takes time. In a relationship, it's gonna take time. There's no way that you're gonna fall in love in a day. There's no
Hey,
way.
Shay said she tried to break it off with a guy, and he said he was gonna kill himself. Damn.
Okay,
I mean,
okay. Now
I heard that before. I heard guys, I'm gonna kill
bro,
myself.
that's that game, bro. That's that game, that trick. That
That's
that guy must be
manipulation and
suffering. Yeah,
control.
manipulation. A
Yeah.
guy must really be suffering with
I'm gonna
some
kill
type of
myself.
mental illness that use that line to say, "If you leave me, I'm gonna kill myself." That guy must be suffering with something because I don't need that type of attention, and I don't want that type of woman that tell me, "Hey, if you leave me, Kendra, I'm gonna kill myself." Then I don't want to tell you to kill yourself, but I don't want them type of problems on me. That's too much problems.
Shout out to my homie Raina Negro. She was supposed to be on the show. She does poetry and stuff. She doing a thing with the poetry and all that. But man, let's move on, man. That's a
Bet,
nice
bet.
little topic. Let's move on to this one. And I'm just finna get it crunk, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Go on
just
and get it cracking, man. God damn. Go on with the goo.
man, the R. Kelly type of men are rampant in the black community. Why? Why are R. Kelly type men rampant and it's been rampant since I was in school. Since I was in school and I'm trying to holler at the chick. No, my man don't go to school. My man drive. My man is 26. Y'all females was out here in high school talking to dudes that was 26. And be honest with you, when R. Kelly went to jail, y'all was happy he went to jail, but during those times, y'all was talking to men that was 26, 27, picking y'all up from school. Y'all wasn't giving guys like us a shot because y'all was talking to older men. Y'all didn't care. Y'all was just happy to be with them.
That smoke.
So
That smoke, man.
I just want to
so so
know
let me so
why
let
did
me
y'all
let
support these type of men?
so let me be very transparent. So my grandmother, we Creole and stuff like that. We don't play with all that. So my grandma used to always tell us, you go mess with them old men, you get worms. So for me personally, there was a little PTSD factor with thinking about when an old man would try to come holler at me. And so like for me, I think like I've generally had better relationships with men who were, say, maybe 11 to 12 years my senior, but never like anything
Mm,
too crazy personally. So for this one, when it comes to the whole R. Kelly thing, I can't really relate because that's just never really been my cup of tea, so to speak. But even then, like me thinking somebody 11, 12 years, my senior, I don't think that that's R. Kelly vibes, if that makes sense. So I
when you're talking
personally,
about 11 to 12 years, what
older
age
than
was you
me.
talking about? When was this?
So when
When you was
that
in high
first started,
school?
I want to say, uh, no, not in high school. No. This was
Okay.
like 25, 26.
Okay.
This
All
was
right.
after this was
You was an
after my
adult.
first engagement ended. Huh?
He was an adult, but Ken got a little face on him right now.
Why are
I'm
you
letting
looking like
Erica
that?
talk. No, no, no. What
He got a little
I'm just
face
letting
on
Erica
him.
get. I got a face for another reason,
I'm
but
just
go
saying,
ahead.
like I can't even sit here and let the heart. I never really cared for his music. I never cared for his music even before I realized he just never sit with my spirit. So yeah,
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm this is not a question I'm qualified to partake in.
I just remember like a scene, I was at school, we was on the second floor in Central, and this chick used to always get up and run to the window because she used to hear a car banging and be like, oh, that's my man. Let me look out the window and see that's my man. It wasn't her man, but she every time a car was passing by Central, it was like, oh, that's my man. What the hell? I don't know. I was looking at something over here, bro. I don't know. Something was shaking over here. I don't know, whatever. But why do females that young are interested in older guys like that? You're not even a woman yet, but you're interested in older men that's in
All
their
right,
mid-20s. You
all right.
know,
Phew.
And today, I think
This
it's a daddy issue complex.
it's a daddy.
Lord, no good. That's what you got,
Daddy
Erica.
issue complex.
I
Like
mean,
to
what I
me,
got,
today's
what I
society is
got from
daddy
this.
issue complex and being focused on monetary aspects, lifestyle, what they can do for them financially. That's to me the short version.
All right. I mean, when I think about this question, bro, I look at it from two parts. There's only really two type of men that's in the profession that go after girls that's young.
Yeah,
You
talk to
got
him.
you got coaches in the education field,
Mm.
and you have niggas that's in the street like street dudes.
Facts though.
So you have those two guys that target young women, and that's what I'm saying. But for the question is, why do women talk to older men? So that, like I said, so I would say the young women want something that the old men have, and
And what's that?
that's money.
Mm,
They they, they get turned on by the things that a guy in high school can't give them. He
mm.
don't have a car.
But
He don't have a
also
house.
daddy
He,
issues, friend. You got to
I
not just
definitely agree.
women.
I
Okay.
definitely will put that on the daddy issues. And that's, but that's why I do for my daughter if my daughter need anything, because I don't want no man to say, oh, I can give you this, and she get turned on by that. But
Mhm.
again, so daddy issues is definitely in there. But why do young women? Because number one, they look at older men and they see, and then where we at in today's climate is all about what can you do for me. They got a fans only page. They showing their body. They probably fucking. So the truth of the matter is they want money. They want, and an old man, he don't have a problem with giving it to them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But the thing is, now when it comes to, if she's 16, 17, some of them are developed at that age. And now we talking about a totally different situation. We talking about people mindsets, the sickness of a man that wants to talk to a girl that's 16 years old, 15 years old,
Yeah.
14 years old. But that stems from a woman that's on his level, don't find the things that he have appealing. Your money ain't gonna be enough to get that
Or
woman a
his mental
rose.
or his mental maturity. He knows that he probably can't get a woman his age. That's why it's easier for him to go for someone younger because they're easier to control and influence.
Yeah, again,
Exactly,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's the same. That's
exactly, yeah,
exactly
yeah,
because
definitely, yeah, manipulation.
a woman his age she don't even want that type of guy. That's why he goes after the high school chick. Let me
Right,
drive by. I got the car. You know what I'm saying? And they know these females and be like, oh yeah, my man dropped me off to school. My man picked me up from school and stuff. Like I don't have to catch the bus. You know what I'm saying? And that female feels special because you know what I'm saying. She has the man that can do those type of things, other than some guy that's in the 11th grade or whatever, and he has to ask his mom or his dad to borrow the car, you know what I'm saying? And he has to come home at a particular time, you know what I'm saying? When this guy that's out of school, he don't have to do all this type of stuff. So I think you are right with daddy issues because, like you say with King, like if a female has a dad that's very, you know what I'm saying, dominant in her life, he's not going for that. He's not going for this guy picking her up or going to the house and stuff like that. So I think as men, me personally, as men, if you got daughters and stuff like that, I think you need to be very involved in your daughter life so these type of situations will not happen. And like you say, you you giving your daughter these type of things, so some guy it won't be easily impressed if he get us this thing because he's like, oh, my daddy does that.
right,
You gotta do a little bit
definitely,
something more than that.
yeah,
You gotta
definitely,
show a little bit more interest in that. What?
right.
Oh,
If
you
you
brought me
buy,
flowers? Flowers, that's
yeah,
cool. That's
right,
nice. I like that. My dad
right,
brings me flowers all the time.
yeah. I
Yep.
So
mean, like I said, but to answer, you said, like, why in the black community? I don't think I really answered that. Like, in the black community, I feel
I
like,
don't think
number
it's in
one,
the black community. It's in
yeah,
every
I think
community.
it's
yeah,
in every community.
it's
I
never
agree. I agree. It's in every community.
yeah.
But like I say, I think it's accountability, man. I think a lot of us are not holding these guys accountable. You know what I'm saying? When you, or like I said, if you're dealing with a chick that's 15, 14, and you grown, and I think definitely if somebody knows somebody is doing it, you got to hold them people accountable. Because I remember somebody told me, and they told me like this: well, Kendrick, why you didn't say nothing? You knew them coaches was doing this and that. I'm just like, what? Why I didn't say nothing? What you mean? She was like, it's y'all fault because y'all knew them
It's not
coaches.
their
And like I
fault.
said,
That's those little girls' fault, and it's the
no,
coach's
she
fault.
was
Like that's
saying
the
it
whole
was my fault
thing.
for not speaking up and saying something and all
Ah,
that kind of stuff. If we knew coaches was doing stuff like that, and I was just like, man, that ain't. I
I
didn't know
mean,
for a
them
fact.
little
I'm in high
girls
school.
was too hot to try. Even when even in high school, when them girls was coming for the subs, I ain't gonna mention two in particular. I also
damn, the
see them pop up
Subs was
at
getting
Lamar
some play.
University. They was
Yeah.
in there, and then like even someone come at me, and I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't one of them. Sorry, wrong team. So,
Damn. Even the subs
so
was trying to go to high school and try to get a little play.
Shit, nigga, that's
Damn.
all it was, bro. I mean, that was the job for you. If
I
you
think that was going down at Ozan.
probably.
I don't
yes,
want to throw
it
no,
was.
I don't
Names
want to
shall
throw
not
no
be
school
mentioned,
out
but I was
there.
with
Hey,
the
hey,
popcorn,
bro,
and I was
that
watching
I ain't
was
trying to throw no school
them.
out there, but that's what I was hearing.
listen. That was the place to go. Like, go apply to be a sub, and you know you was gonna try to talk to them underage girls at the time. Like I said, and that's just crazy, bro. I was like, man, when they offered me that, I didn't even want to be a sub, bro. I said, I didn't. I mean,
Yeah,
not because I couldn't handle myself. I just didn't want that, man.
And
I
them
didn't want none
girls
of that
would throw
that
problem.
was
themselves at the
Ozan.
sub, so it wasn't any wise. It was like a mutual thing. And then you got to remember, girls are developing younger and younger every day because of the chemicals and the steroids and everything that they put in foods these days. So it's like,
Steroids.
and for us back then, we kind of
Mm. Yeah, I
the
forgot
preservatives and everything that they put in
yeah.
foods these days, chicken, all that stuff.
Mm,
People are developing,
yeah.
like girls especially, are developing much faster. And then back then, we was. I always joke that we was kind of still like organic and homegrown, but as it passed, like they're developing faster and faster at a younger age than our time. Our time wasn't like that.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I think when you become a woman, we not tripping on that. When you become a woman, I don't know the age. I'm not gonna throw it, but I know when you're like out of high school at least. Um, you know, that I think the age thing is, that's kind of a non-factor. But when we was in high school, that's just all what we saw. And then now, I mean, R. Kelly, a lot of people saying on R. Kelly, but they was doing the same thing, dating these older men, probably getting turned out by these older men. I don't know what y'all was doing with these older men, these dudes. I don't know what you was doing with the OGs that was coming through, you know what I'm saying, and picking y'all up and doing Lord knows or whatever. But I think it's an issue that people don't really address. As far as R. Kelly, I think he's just part of the problem that was just going on in every hood in America and stuff like that. Just dating young chicks because they can easily manipulate and influence them.
Right. Definitely. Definitely. It was easy. It was an easy piece of little poo tang.
Yep, the
He
high.
was just an example. He was just an
I mean,
example of how our community is, where you knew the uncle or somebody did something, and you didn't condone it. You just kind of didn't say anything. That's an example of like how our community has
Mm,
been
but
on
you know
that
what?
topic.
I'm a end this topic with this. R. Kelly. I mean, he wasn't the first celebrity, but he's the one that he's the, like the poster child for it. But there was Elvis Presley that they
oh
idolized
yeah, 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 yeah.
that they never talk about. So for me, I'm like, damn, we got to take the black eye for it. Like everybody, all the black people want to come down on R. Kelly. Yeah, he is wrong for what he did, but there's also Elvis Presley that was doing this way back in the day, and they still say he's a king of rock and roll. R.
Yep.
Kelly, they got him a Walk of Fame. He wasn't even in jail. They don't even talk about Elvis Presley, and they don't attach that to his name. But R. Kelly, shit, we gonna attach it to his name in the black community. We gonna give him a black eye.
Mike, he going in. Mike, he going on the jail on the jail side. When guys messing with these youngsters, Mike, he finna have flashback. He's pulling out knives and everything on there. He throwing knives emoji and everything. Mike, he down there finna run up on somebody. He sound like. All right, okay. So what I'm saying, as far as the R. Kelly men in the community, I would say this. You know what I'm saying, parents, watch your kids, go through their messages, go through their phones, watch who they're hanging out with. Um,
Definitely,
so your daughter or your son, even your son, will not get manipulated by some older person and all that type of things and stuff like that. So,
Pretty
let's,
hot. Sorry.
yeah. So, oh, you out of the tattoo place? I thought y'all was gonna be in there for a couple hours.
He fast. He amazing. That's why I promoted him. He great. He good at what he do.
oh,
Okay.
both of them out Florida. They both out, her and her homegirl. Okay.
Yeah, they both out. Who the homie?
Shar, she doing her thing. She's amazing. She's here in the city of Houston.
Oh, okay.
She is a beautiful, attractive soul. She's
Mm-hmm.
currently driving right now, so I want to be responsible and take it and not
Mm,
distract her, as she needs to focus on the road. But
for
one
sure.
day
For
I'll
sure.
pull her on the show with us.
That's what's up. Shout out to her
Yeah,
driving and staying focused on the road. All right. Okay. So let's get on to this one, man. I've seen this happen before. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this happen before. What would you do I just more for like Ken, but let me just flip it on to the female side as far as like if a man and their if your husband and dad got into it, or if your wife and mom got into it, man. I mean, how do you handle a situation like that, Ken? You know what I'm saying? Your wife and your mom getting into it. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's that power struggle with I'm the
Hmm.
mom and no, I'm the wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a choosing thing, or do y'all just sit down? Do you get a therapist? Like, how do you handle situations like that though?
I mean, this is a real life situation, so I mean, I could kind of
Mhm.
speak on it.
Oh,
For me personally, the way I handled it, bro, is I really try to stay out of it and let them work it out themselves. I don't try to pick a side. I mean, I try to, you know what I'm saying, definitely let them know, hey, mom, I love you and I love you. But at the end of the day, I don't get in between them. You know what I'm saying? I don't pick a side. I let them work it out on their own, man. I let women talk amongst themselves.
but
If
you
a
bring them
woman,
to the table though. You bring them
yeah,
to the
I don't bring it. Hey, I let them bring themselves to the table.
but
Hey,
what if
you know
they
what I'm saying?
don't though? What if you got to
I
kind
mean,
of
if they don't, then you got to intervene. But like I said, you will sit down and let them talk. But I don't pick a side. I never pick a side because that way you will never win. If you take your mama's side, then your wife mad. If you take your wife's side, your mom mad, and you're gonna have somebody feelings that's gonna get hurt in the situation. So I
Yeah.
let them work it out because at the end of the day, if they both love you, they both going to see you happy. And what makes me happy is seeing my mom and my wife get along. So therefore, I don't pick a side. I don't get in it. I try to, you know what I'm saying, try to do the best thing that's possible. Just listen to both of them and try to, mediate or whatever. Tell them, I try to, I'm saying, be fair. If my mom wrong, mama that wasn't wrong. When we're by ourselves, if my wife is wrong, I'm gonna tell my wife, hey baby, that was wrong. When we by ourselves, I don't never try to embarrass nobody in front of the other person, because like I said, it's gonna be a hurt feeling. So I try to let them work their own issues out.
Yeah, I think you got to tell both of them like, look, man, if y'all love me right now, y'all are hurting the hell out of me.
Hey,
You know
bro,
what
it's
I'm
gonna be
saying?
some time. Hey, bro, it's gonna
Like,
be some times where, bro, you really don't know what to do because where your
yeah,
mom get mad at you and you don't want your mom mad at you, or your wife get mad at you because you love both people. So you love your mom and you love your wife. But that's why I say I let them women figure that shit out on their own, man, because you can't win. It won't be a win for you. So
nah,
they have
nah.
to say,
You
man, I
definitely
love
can't. You definitely can't
you can't,
pick. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
not gonna be a win for you, man. It could be something so simple as shit. The holidays, well, I'm gonna go spend Christmas with my mom, and she
Mm,
may want you to come spend Christmas with her family, and
mm-hmm.
it's like a back and forth. So my thing is, you try to say you alternate. I'll go, with your family this holiday, and then next holiday you come with mine.
Yeah.
It is all because if you always going to her family, your mama's gonna feel some way, and
Mm-hmm.
that's something you just gotta already know that's gonna happen. Your mama might not person come out and say, Kendrick, I don't like what you're doing, but she
Mm-hmm.
gonna kind of start to feel a certain way,
Yeah, for sure. Facts.
because she want to keep you happy, so she not gonna tell you she mad. So you gotta already know, like, hey, baby, and that's when we talk about leadership. That's the one of the first questions. Being a good leader and letting your wife know, hey, baby, look, you're gonna have to follow me on this.
Yeah.
We're not going to your mama house every damn holiday. And you're
I
gonna have to say it and be firm with what you're saying. Like, look, I don't give a damn if you want to get mad. We not going every holiday. Some holidays you're gonna have
mhm.
to come to my mama house. My mama ain't never done you
It gotta
nothing.
be a
You know
give.
what I'm saying?
It gotta be a give and take.
It gotta
But
be a give and take.
me personally, like I feel what you're saying. Like you gotta let them talk it out. But man, I'm the type of person like I gotta bring them together. I gotta let them understand that. Look, the common denominator is me. Y'all both love me. So look, right now, y'all arguing, y'all fighting right now. That's destroying me. You know what I'm saying? That's tearing me apart. Y'all know I can't choose. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So why can't we have this conversation and a communication where we could come together and understand what the problem is? What is the problem? Like you got to address what the problem is, and then you got to come up with answers and solutions to dissect that problem. Because, like you said, you're the common denominator. So, like you say, son, you're always going over there spending the holidays with them. This your mom. You can't come over here. Okay, mom. Look, you right. You know what? Let me talk to my wife. We gonna come over there, or we'll come over there half the day. And we go over there. You just got to come to a conclusion. It got to be,
Right,
it's always an answer to a problem. Now, sometimes that answer might be hard,
right.
but it's always an answer.
I mean, my thing, as long as you get them talking, man, and long as because certain things, I'm saying, my mom is not perfect, but in a man's eyes, you always
Yeah,
gonna
be
see your
stubborn.
mom as being perfect, and what I'm saying. So for your wife, she may show you certain things that you never really looked at your mama in that light. You know what I'm saying, or because that's your mama. And then in your wife, what I'm saying, your mama may tell you certain things you never want to look at your wife in that way because you like, mom, I don't see it like that. So it's always going to be something that someone's saying about the other person that you just don't see. You're like, Mama, yeah, I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, you ain't gonna see it. Then it just one of them situations. I just try to stay out of it, bro, and I try to hope and I pray that they work it out. But like I said, if you bring them to the table and you try to work it out, it's going to be two strong personalities that's going at it. So I try to talk it one at a time. I
You
take my
gotta be
wife
the
to the
you gotta
side,
be the
and I
mediator.
yeah, I try to talk to them before it even get there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I
yeah, little coaching.
yeah, before it even get to a point where, what I'm saying, it get bad, because once it get bad, it's over. Once it get bad, it's hard to really patch that relationship up. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm serious. Like they'll fake it. They'll fake it till they make it. But because I always seen like mother-in-laws hate each other and shit.
mhm,
But I've never wanted that to be me. I've
yeah.
always tried to, what I'm saying, hope that my mama and my wife got along, and that's what I pray for.
Erica, how have you ever had a boyfriend and your dad, or what I'm saying, ever beef or something like that? You ever had a situation like that?
My ex fiance and his trifling mother. No offense. It was a
Oh,
very toxic
damn.
situation. Even at one point, I didn't.
Trifling
I was
mother.
convinced. I was convinced she didn't even exist. Well, I was convinced she didn't even exist because technically his parents had died in a car wreck. Come to find out it was adoptive parents, and then down the line, these real parents. And then she came into the picture, and he was forcing us to have she was an extremely toxic person. And I'm like, you want me to have a relationship with her, but you told me this person is horrible. Yeah, it was just a reality show with no cameras that nobody ever needed to witness. It was very toxic, and she was a very toxic person. Very toxic person. So yeah, no.
Damn.
Yeah,
I don't
she was
think I ever
toxic.
had a
Even
situation.
my mama didn't like her.
I don't think I ever had a situation like that. I talked to a female and her dad really didn't like me like that, or even like my mom. My mom cool, like, what I'm saying, like a lot of females, they really didn't meet moms. To be honest with you, that's the next step. When you meet mom, that mom, if my mom met you, that lets my mom know that I really like you.
Right. So
But if
basically, you
you,
didn't introduce a lot of people to your mom and your dad.
a lot of people didn't meet mom. No.
Yeah.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It was a long time ago, man, before wifey though. But this chick, man, I ain't finna tell that story. But my mom popped up or whatever, and then I didn't introduce her to my mom, and she got mad. She's like, "You ain't gonna introduce me to your mom?" I was like,
Right.
"Man, she already in the house." That's what I said. Like, but like, to meet my mom is special. And
Definitely.
if my mom don't like you, I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm not trying to say I'm a mama's boy, but if my mom didn't like you, then I gotta let you go. Because
Why you say it so sad? Like you're
I
sad.
just got. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I love you,
Right,
but my
right.
mama don't love you. So
Well, mine was my dad. I mean, if you met my dad and my dad said good things
yeah.
about you,
So
9 out of 10, what I'm saying, I was rocking with you. But if my dad was like, son, I don't think she the one, 9 out of 10, I didn't really rock with you like that. I didn't go hard for you. Let me say that. But if my dad gave you, he signed off on you, that was good, because he was one of them type of people that he would sit and talk to you and, feel you out. My
mm-hmm.
mom, what I'm saying, my mom would sometimes would come in, and I was her son, so she was kind of, what I'm saying, judging everybody like, oh, that's my son, and she would be mean to women. So I didn't really
Oh
take her
yeah.
opinion to, my mama didn't like nobody.
Hey, my mom was the opposite, man. She was
Yeah,
cool.
my
She
mama
was
didn't
my
like too many women I
cool.
dated at first. Like everybody
Yeah,
be like,
my parents only met two people I dated. That's it.
yeah, my mom was shit. My mama had this, and the crazy thing about it is, Floyd, my mom really not a mean lady. But when girls would meet me, they'd be like, I don't like your mama. She look like she mean. My mama wouldn't speak to people. You know what I'm saying?
I said, all
You know what
right.
I'm saying? She wasn't mean, but she just people didn't know how to really approach her. That's all.
Mom
She's
said, I
not
ain't
really
finna talk
mean.
to her. I ain't finna talk to her. She ain't finna be around that long. Why I need to talk to her?
Exactly, probably.
I know how she is. She only here for about a couple months, and that's it. I ain't finna lie. I ain't trying to get to know her.
Right.
Yeah, cause keep saying the same thing over and over, my G. Okay. I feel you, my G. Yeah, that's what's up. So let's move on, man. Let's move on. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going with the show. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's been tapping in, man. You know what I'm saying? Please like, please share it. This also on YouTube. Shout out to my homie Byron, man. You know what I'm saying? He on YouTube tapping in. You know what I'm saying? He got a podcast too. Bear with me. You know what I'm saying? It's just starting off. He doing his thing too. But since we talking about parents, man, and stuff like that, could you date someone who still lives with his or her parent?
No, 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 I can't. I can't. Like my ex, his mama was living with him. She was nice. I just couldn't do it. I just can't. I can't. I'm sorry. PTSD.
She,
No,
yeah,
hell
you
no,
see how Erica answered that? She didn't even let you
Damn,
finish,
she
Floyd.
jumped out the box with
no,
Yeah,
that
she
one.
jumped out.
no. I mean,
She
Okay, let me just go first.
after my ex and the mama, I'm a single parent. Your mama live with you. She right upstairs. I couldn't do it no more. Like that was the final straw. Like
Yeah, how you gonna?
but that's when I was being too understanding. I can't do it no more. I quit. I quit. I'm
Especially if it's
sorry.
a chick, if she's still staying with her parents, like you can't never go over there and chill comfortably with mom and dad at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't make that move on and be like, hey, all right, like it's getting a little spicy. You can't. You she got to come over. You got to pick her up or wherever. I look to me. Be honest with you. Under certain circumstances, oh man, this boy Mike he going on the post when we was talking about short guys. I mean, how short is too short, man? Because hey, I don't even think Mike he 5'7", dog. Mike, come on, cuz we like the
yeah,
same height,
crazy,
man.
man. Yeah,
But
crazy, man.
man, like I was saying, if you still staying with your parents, unless something happened, unless you got into a divorce and you starting over and stuff like that from scratch, nah, baby, where your goals at? Where's your goals? Like at my age now, you still staying with your parents? Nah, what you been doing with your life?
And I'm
Nah,
too old. I get
no,
it. I'm too
no,
old at
See,
nah.
this point.
I'm
y'all,
nah,
Lord
y'all
have
gonna
mercy.
hate me.
this not Willy Wonka. I ain't the golden ticket. You not finna benefit from
Like
me.
my
You not
mama
gonna
living
hit
with
my
me. I'm
goal.
not living with my mama.
Hey, y'all gonna hate me, bro. But
No,
I
that's
kind
what
of
they go. That's what they say. That's what they're gonna be
that's
like.
what they
Oh,
say.
my parents living with me. Who this house for then? You know what I'm saying? Is this house in your name or is it in your parents' name? So let me know.
I disagree though. I disagree with both of y'all.
Oh
Who?
shit.
No, no, not listen. I'm gonna tell you why. For as a man, it's different. Like if you live with your mama, I think a woman gonna have an issue with dating you. But I was raised and how what I'm saying, how I always saw it as a man will always help. Like I said, if my daughter needed help, you can always come home, baby. A man's gonna always help his
Always.
daughter. Always. And a woman's
Always.
gonna always help her daughter. So for me
Baby,
as
you
a
can always
man,
come home.
I want to be able to, like I told you, I'm gonna show you I'm staying consistent. I want to always be feel a need. So if I meet a woman that I think is a beautiful woman or whatever, and if, what I'm saying, if I was a single guy or whatever, and I see her and she in a situation, she may have fell on hard times, may just came out of a divorce or whatever. She let the man have a house. You never know what her situation is. And she had to go back to her mom's crib.
Hmm.
That doesn't make me look at her any differently because she had a hard time and she's going through a divorce. As a man, I want to be able to change her situation around. I want to come in and what I'm saying, I don't want to say I want to put on no cape and be Superman, but I
Okay.
want to be there to add to her life, not subtract.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's ride
So
that fine line because you don't want to be the Superman, but you kind of want to.
yeah, yeah, but like I said, if her situation to where she was only at her mom's house because of she just coming through a divorce or
Yeah.
whatever, then I can understand. And then, like I said, if she just had, a daughter or two kids or whatever, three kids, whatever, is a limit to it though. Like if you got six kids or something like that, then it's different. And you just there with your mama and you ain't got no plans, that's I could agree with you. But if she's just a woman that's just trying to, get her stuff together, she's in the process, she's working, and
Hmm.
she just haven't been able to buy her own house yet. But
Yeah.
here it is. I'm a
Yeah.
man. I got look, Floyd. I got a 3 bedroom house and it's just me in it.
Yeah.
Come on,
Ching
baby.
ching.
Come on, baby.
Willy Wonka, the
I
golden
don't see it.
ticket.
I don't. I mean,
The
you could
golden
you could be.
ticket.
It could be a golden ticket, but like I said, there's always going to have to be a need. Because if a woman has her own house, she's so independent. She like, well, you nigga, you coming to stay with me?
Mm, I,
You gonna move in her? Then she gonna tell you what when
hey,
she ready to kick you out? Bye,
hey,
bye,
I
nigga.
I know a female. I know a female. I ain't finna name them names, but she is very independent. She got her own house. She got multiple houses. She doing her thing. So if a guy come to her, I asked her this question before. If a guy come to you, is you gonna stay in his house? What you gonna do
Or
with your house? She
she gotta
said
come stay with me.
she say well, she says she don't know. She said she
She
got her
don't.
own
Nah, she
house.
lying. She lying, dog. She lying. She not gonna give up her house. She gonna
She
tell that
no,
dude he
no,
gotta
no.
come.
That's what she said. She ain't giving up her house.
No, and you know why she not? She want to keep that power. If he mess up, bye. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing, Floyd. That was my thing. I would say I would never do it again. I would never put myself in a position to where a woman can tell me to get out. Never. I never put
Get out.
myself in a position. Never. I mean, not saying I would do something, but I never wanted to give somebody that over me to where I had to pack my bags and what I'm saying, start over from scratch. So I said,
Oh,
nah,
that's
I'm gonna
smart.
make sure that I always got mine.
Yeah, that's smart. Ashley, she said she gonna rent hers out. That's
All
yeah,
right.
just rent it out.
Okay,
just
Ashley.
just rent it
Okay,
out.
look, Florida. I gotta take my
Ashley,
hat off with Ashley. You see how I
Ashley
just threw
going
that
in.
hat down now?
Man, Ashley going in. Look, when I asked the question like how short is short, Ashley was like 6'4" on
Man,
that
I
guy.
mean,
She said she
and
ain't
see,
dating no dude shorter than 6'4". Like, God damn, what you want to be
man,
a player?
see, I ain't gonna go in on Ashley, man. Ashley good people,
Six
man.
four,
That's
a five
family.
seven guy, a 5'7" guy, 5'6" guy, he could dunk too, just like that 6'4" guy.
She acting like Chili. What Chili wants? She got her list too long. She want all this.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what she acting like.
Who?
Ashley,
you
he
talking
got to
about
be
Ashley?
6'4" and all this and that. I mean, she got to.
Wait.
She,
Oh,
hey,
she said
God.
5'10". She said
She said,
5'10".
honey, I look me. I like what you said the other day. He just got to be eye level,
You gotta
at
be all
least eye
level.
Man,
I
level.
that's
mean,
all
He
it.
got to
Yeah,
just be eye
yeah,
level.
hey, that's realistic expectations, man.
yeah,
I
eye
can
level.
deal
I,
with that, man, and
to me,
I
that's
can
a
deal with
huge
that.
sacrifice because I'm 5'1", so that's a huge sacrifice. So
Yeah, yeah,
eye level.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. 5'1" and he 5'1". Whew.
Y'all
Okay.
crazy, man.
Hey, that's why I say, man, us 5'6", 5'7" or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Long
No,
as
little
we
man,
eye
5 foot.
level. They talking about they want. I'm talking about most of the comments was on there 5'10", 6', six
but
three,
see,
six
I
but
four.
see,
mean,
I'm
yeah,
y'all,
I
like,
want to
oh
climb. I
shit.
like to climb. I like,
You could climb
okay.
a 5'6"
and I
guy.
like to, I like to wear, like 4 inch stilettos and stuff like
Okay,
that.
4 inch.
When
That's gonna
I'm
put
not
you at
working from
five
home.
five. That five
Yeah,
six
but
guy, y'all go be even. Y'all go look
hold on,
perfect.
look up.
Y'all gonna look perfect together. You know what I'm saying? When you throw on the stilettos. He say 5'1", 5'7". Mikey, Mikey really go with that 5'7". I'm surprised Mikey ain't say he 5'9". I probably he ain't go with I'm 5'9". You know what I'm saying? 5'7". Okay,
But
that's
see,
what's up.
but most men really want a woman that's anywhere between 5 foot and 5'7", 5'8".
Of
You know,
course, I want to look
yeah,
down. I want to be like,
yeah. No,
let
no,
me bend
don't.
over
I
and give
mean,
you a
I'm not
kiss.
knocking any woman that's like 6'3",
She don't
six
want to
foot
look
four.
down.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's really us. That's our range right there. Like 5 foot to 5'8". That's perfect. I mean, but
If
any,
I was single, I'll date a female that was 6 foot or something like that, 6'1", 6'2".
hey, each his own. I
I
would never date no woman that's 6'4". I mean,
I'm
I
not
can't
dating
do
no
it.
woman that's 6'4". For sure. If she's six
I
four,
mean,
I'm not gonna lie. She's 6'4". She gotta drop her drawers first. I gotta see if she not a man. I gotta see.
Oh,
I
okay.
hate
At
too
first I
many
was like, I don't
women.
know where this going,
Nah,
friend. Okay, I'm following.
she's 6'4". I don't care. I gotta make sure you're a female. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no. You ain't finna trick me out of my position. I'm just saying. Uh, see, she said, Mikey. She said you not 5'7". She's 5'7". Dang, Mikey. All right, okay. Damn, man. Okay, hey, okay. So y'all not dating nobody that live with their parents and stuff like that. That's a no no.
No, no,
that's what y'all
no,
said. I didn't say that.
no.
I said, what I'm saying, if I was single and a woman is depending on her situation, I just think it's the situation.
You think it's the situation? I don't
It's
know.
a situation. I mean, as a man, I don't look at it like, oh, she lived with her mama. I mean, if it, for us, we different. Like a man can't be with his mama, but I believe as a woman, if she tell me, her situation that I'm staying with mama, I wouldn't knock it because I'm gonna try to take her out of that situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
feel you on
I
that. I
get that
feel you
there
on that.
are exceptions, but it's a tough one for me and call it PTSD.
I mean, and like I said, it's limited because she can't be not working or nothing like that. She got to be making steps to have her own. But I'll just try to speed it up some.
Mm. Um. Okay, let's move on to the this a topic that you wanted to talk about, Ken.
But it's mine. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, why are younger men choosing the streets over their family and kids, man? What's up? I threw the younger men in there because I felt like, as far as the streets and still in the streets, you know what I'm saying? It's more of like, I just went to the guys that's in their 20s and stuff like that because you
Right.
see a lot more of them that are still kind of trying to do the streets thing, hang out in the clubs and all that, and they got kids and, girlfriend and all that stuff like that. So why do you think that younger men are choosing the streets over their family and kids, bro? When
I
they know
mean,
the
bro,
streets can lead to like death or jail.
I don't know, bro. I mean, actually, I'm gonna tell you when I think about this, it's the same thing for the women. The women are choosing to deal with thug dudes and shit like that over their family. They choosing to deal with fuck boys. So it's the same thing. So it's like the environment in which we in today, women are choosing to deal with those type of men. So it's like that's what's become attractive. So
I
men
don't
that's
know,
in this
because
Oh shit,
the
she
kid,
jumped out.
the kid, yeah, because I think the way he answered his question, if you in a relationship that you didn't created these children with, you technically in so many ways you're not really leaving your man. It's the
no,
kid
what I'm
that be leaving.
Erica, you didn't even let me finish what I was saying though. But I'm
Okay,
saying what
okay, but that's it.
I'm saying, okay, so I'm saying like the women leaving some when son, hold on, y'all.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this: there's women that I know that have left families to go with a fuck boy or a nigga that was in the street. They left their family, husband, kids, and everything to deal with a nigga that's in the street selling drugs, whatever. It turns on your family. So then you say, well, damn, why would she leave her family? So the question that we're asking today, why are young men choosing the streets over their kids and family? Most that lifestyle is attractive to women now. So if you could be in the street and you and girls coming to you because shit, you know, selling drugs, got fast money. I mean, that's they don't really want the families no more. They don't want the kids. They just want to do what you said, Erica. They want to poke holes in the condoms. They want to
Man,
give women babies but not take care of them.
man, I like this comment. She said they get more validation and respect from the streets than they do at home.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
see that.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I agree with that.
dang.
I agree with that. I
I'm
agree with
glad I
that.
admit that.
I agree with that because the women that they're making babies with, I mean, they're probably on that same shit. They're probably like women that's attracted to dudes that's in the street, and they when they're at home, the woman probably talking to them, nigga, fuck you, nigga, do whatever, and then guess what they going to do? Going right back to the street. It's
Yeah,
like
I
they
think those
attracting
type
what they are.
I think those type of women when they meet men that's that's on a shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That, job, working, own house, car that's established, that's not in that street life, that's gonna bring her somewhere, that's gonna travel with her. She not gonna know how to handle that, bro. She go fuck that off.
She
She
gonna
go
fuck it
trick.
off.
She go trick it off. She go mess with cuz that's still on the block doing his thing, that got a little money, that's doing his thing. She ain't gonna know how to handle a type of guy like that. It's levels, men and females. It's levels, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, a guy might not, he's out of her reach. There's a lot of females that's out of guys' reaches out there. That guys are out there doing anything that's established, 401ks, doing that insurance, house, car, traveling, you know what I'm saying? Good credit
But
and stuff like that. These female, hey, a lot of these females is out of their reach, out of their level. So, to be honest with you, a lot of these females, they can't, what I'm saying, they can't touch that or whatever. But I mean, to get back on the point, man, I agree with what she's saying. They getting more validation and respect from the streets. And they
I
just can't,
understand that, bro.
they just can't let that go, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then they realize later in life, man, my kids, what I'm saying, I want to slow down. The streets ain't it. And we gotta change that with the youth, man, because when we get older, we realize, man, the streets ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? The streets
Now,
is not gonna make
and
you successful in
temptation,
life. Yeah.
but see, but
Fast
see
money.
temptation.
what I'm gonna tell y'all is this. I mean, there's a lot of, what I'm saying, spots that's in the graveyard that's getting filled right now by a lot of youth. So a lot of these people that's in the street are leaving their children and leaving their families, being single parents, leaving them women to be single parents because these choices they're making in the street is a lot of young men that's 18 to 20. If they're not dead, they're in the grave. If they're not dead, they're in the jailhouse. I mean, so therefore, I'm saying they're choosing that street life and leaving their families, and that's the part that really bothers me, man. That's the part when I see someone that's 17, 18, got a family. This man got to do life in prison because of bad choice he made.
Mm.
But then, so who do you blame? Do you blame the woman that sit there and lay with him and made that decision to have a family with him, or you blame the dude that she already knew he was in the street? Where do we place that blame on? Like, you already knew that this was probably going to be where he ended up. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like it's crazy, man, that they're choosing to go down that path, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As someone that's older, man, I'm about to be 40. I mean, I seen it. It's nothing there. And I remember being
It ain't
17,
nothing now,
18.
bro.
Now I
Yeah.
remember being 17, and I remember old heads like telling me, hey, young man, that ain't for you, man. He said, there's
Mhm.
only two places that, they'll be talking. There's only two places that lifestyle gonna get you. They'll say to the jailhouse or in the graveyard. And now fast forward, here I am with my children, and I'm seeing, every day young men giving a life to, you know what I'm saying, to 40 years in jail, 20 years in jail.
Mm-hmm.
For what?
Yo, I mean
For something
the
so
culture
stupid,
is
man.
the culture is toxic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, we fighting against a fucking machine right there. Whether it's music, whether it's movies, whether it's
And
television,
it's the history of our culture too. It's
it's
not
just
just
it's
like
just it's
today.
just toxic,
It's our
bro.
past and our present.
And you
You,
know,
you
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 know,
know you know what we go, people are clown somebody if they see a couple walking holding hands. You're like, oh man, look at that sucker right there walking hands holding hands with his
What's
girl.
the
You know what
word?
I'm
A
saying?
simp? They
Yeah,
call them a simp.
look at that Sim holding hands with old girl,
a
man.
simp, a simp.
That's you know that's I mean to me that's crazy, man. Man. I just got a crazy comment. This dude, I just seen him vote. Shout out to the homie. He say, "What I what I do for a living, man? I get money legally. Okay, all right. I went vote today.
Huh?
I went vote today. Y'all go vote." My little homie Blame, man. He say, "What you do for a living,
But see,
bro? I
but
get
see,
money legally. All
look,
right."
bro. See, I don't want nobody to think that somebody knocking dudes. If that's your hustle, that's your hustle. But I'm honestly saying at some point your mindset will change because that lifestyle ain't gonna get you nowhere. That's my thing. So you know what I'm saying, to try to talk to the youth, and I know a lot of OGs that probably have even tried to talk to them. They like, man, we ain't talking to them youngsters, and it's just to the point where you get tired, man. I get tired of seeing the same thing over and over again, over and over again. And so that for me, it was very important, man, to try to put some dialogue out there that somebody that's that age can understand, man. Hey, there's a better way, man. There's another way.
Mm,
There's a legal way to get money to take care of your family.
facts.
There's another way. I mean, so like I say, man, on another note, like I say, man, if even if they needed a job, bro, and if they was doing the right things, if you, hey, bro, you know who hiring? I don't mind giving information. I don't mind helping someone if you come the right way. But when you don't come the right way, it's gonna lead to trying to jack somebody, rob somebody, or something like that. And that's not the way. Because I
Yeah.
remember I was recently, bro. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I was in a restaurant, me and a classmate of mine, we was just talking.
Mm-hmm.
And we was talking about a cat, you know what I'm saying? And we were just saying, like, when you don't tell the truth or tell people what's really going on, it makes it really hard for someone to help you. So therefore, you can go to a restaurant, walk in and have a bad day, may have just lost your job, and you may be sitting next to a CEO. And you know what I'm saying? So she
Mm-hmm.
said, hey man, how you doing? I'm good. She said, okay, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just start talking. And so you trying to floss in front of the CEO of this company to make him think that you on his level. You buying drinks, or you a shot caller.
Mm-hmm.
Versus just being honest, like, man, how your day, man? And, shit, man. So you ain't got to tell your business, but if you just lost your job, you could, hey, I just fell on hard times, man. Me and I lost my job, whatever. If you be honest with people, you don't know what blessing is waiting for you. That man might have been ready to offer you a job for his company. He could have been a CEO of Exxon or whatever. But because you went in there trying to floss and, splurge your money, the little money that you may have had under unemployment or whatever, you missed the blessing trying to lie. You missed the blessing. You sitting right next to the man. The man asks you how you doing, how your day going, y'all just talking. You gonna rather lie and tell the man,
Mm.
oh yeah, I'm working out shit. I'm making X amount of dollars a year, and you just got laid off. You miss your blessing right there.
Yeah.
So
I,
that's
I'm I'm not trying to cut you off, but like you said, like when you just have a conversation and you being genuine.
genuine.
I was in Austin one time on my birthday or whatever, and I was chilling by the pool or whatever, and I was just having drinks, just chilling, and a guy came up to me and he just started a conversation and stuff like that, and when we was talking, he just started saying, like how he had like 100 rent houses and he was from Boston and he was living in Austin and all this kind of stuff like that, and we chopped it up and you know what I'm saying? He liked I told him about the podcast. He ended up liking the page. He went to the page, liked it, hit me every now and then in the inbox and stuff like that or whatever. But like I said, man, when you genuine with people and having these conversations, you never know what might happen or whatever. But like what Brandy said, she said she worked in a courthouse and is very sad as far as seeing you know what I'm saying, the youth and stuff like that, man. And it's crazy though, because like it's kind of like a trap. So um, once you get that felony and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to like get out that trap, man. Because I got a homie and he wanted to talk to me about as far as like firearms. You know what I'm saying? He a felon, but it was 15 years ago. You can hear me, Ken?
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
15
okay,
years
okay.
ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I thought he was on mute.
But
Okay.
but he a felon, and he said he can't have a firearm because that's still holding him back and stuff like that. And the youth got to understand, man, when you out there doing this street shit and you get caught up, man, they take certain things from you. They want to take certain things from
Yeah,
you. You know what I'm
fact.
saying? So
Yeah,
I think, man, we just gotta chop it up with our sons, our nephews. You know what I'm saying? Our little cousins out there that's on the street, and we can't turn that blind eye. Knowing he out there thugging and doing his thing, we can't turn that blind eye, man. We're gonna have to talk to him. We're gonna have to ask him what he interested in. We're gonna have to give him some options and stuff like that. And other than what's out there, which is the streets and shit. So
man,
you know what I'm
I,
saying?
I try, bro. I mean, and I'm never gonna get tired because I definitely want to help because that could be somebody's kid, that could be
Hmm.
somebody's daughter, somebody friend or whatever. Because when I was at Pathways, I subbed at Pathways for a while back in like 2018, and I remember talking to this kid. Next thing you know, bro, see on the news in Houston, he got shot and killed. I mean, it. And the thing about it, the kid was cool kid. You know, we talked. You know, we would be chopping it up. And like I say, it's a choice, man. Decisions. You don't have to make those decisions, bro. All you gotta do
Yeah,
is take one. It only take 1 second to think before you do something to change that course. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Whatever you're gonna do, if you say, man, what's the consequence if I do this? Just take 1 second to think about it. I
yeah,
guarantee it'll change whatever you about to do. Most people don't even think it out. They don't think it through. They
yeah,
just do it. Like,
yeah,
I'm about to go rob this bank. They didn't even say, what'll happen if I rob this bank? I can get killed. I can get shot at. My mama gonna be sad. They don't think about none of that until after.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
what's crazy.
I remember a story like when I was younger, we was wilding out. We was going to the other side, fighting and doing all that type of stuff. And you know what I'm saying? I had one of the homies. We went out there and stuff. We in South Park. You know, we was just out there, just we seen like if we see somebody, we was finna smash or whatever. We
All
didn't
right.
have, but one of my homies, when we jumped out, he pulled out a gun. It's tried to shoot. The gun jammed. He like if it didn't jam, dude was
Yeah.
out of there. I ain't gonna lie, he's out there. I heard the gun jam. It wing fire.
All right.
And I was just thinking, like, bro, that gun didn't jam and he shot him.
All right.
Like, we in my car, you know what I'm saying? We was wilding out.
Mm-hmm.
We in my car, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking, like, I was just thinking of that circumstance, and that made me kind of chill out. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
Thinking, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That gun jammed, and we could have all, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And I think it's just things like that, man. We just got to be more involved in our youth, and we can't just talk about it. We got to be about it and stuff like that. But Erica, where you at? Where you at? You seem like you somewhere fly though.
I'm in NKT Heights. We about to get some sushi after this.
Y'all about to get some sushi. Oh, look, see.
Yeah, we
Oh,
at Blue
ooh.
Sushi at MKT Heights.
Look
Yes,
at her. She
sorry.
said she knows off right. You know, we was out there. We was out there every day like the mail. But sushi, is this a nice little sushi spot?
It is. It's pretty nice. If
It
you
look
can
like a
see,
nice
like
little
this is the
vibe out there.
outside. It's really this whole little area is nice. It's fairly
See?
new, but very nice. The
Let me
Mayweather boxing gym is just opening over here too. He has a boxing gym over here.
let me ask you this: is this a nice spot that you want to bring a date? If a
Yes,
guy,
this is actually a very nice. Hey, fellas, your lady likes sushi. You want cocktails? This is definitely the place to go.
sushi and cocktails.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
What
Yeah.
what's the name? What's the name of this place again?
It is called Blue Sushi and Sake Grill. MKT Heights is where it's located.
Blue sushi and sake
Blue.
grill.
Mm-hmm.
Blue.
Yep.
Okay. All right, my
Houston,
boy.
Texas.
Okay. Houston, Texas. Oh, she threw that accent on there. Houston, Texas, blue sake and whatever. Blue sushi and sake grill. My bad. I'm gonna have to Google that and check it out.
I feel bad. I feel like I've been taking y'all on a tour today.
We've been on, yeah. You done tattoos and sushi and sake and stuff. Y'all having a nice little outing.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what's up. Y'all staying out there for the tomorrow? Cause I mean the Astro game out there tomorrow is gonna be lit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to the game. I don't follow the
Nah,
sport.
not the game,
Yeah.
but the scenery, the downtown or whatever. Well,
Yeah, I'm
yeah, it
probably
is
gonna be
down.
in the house. I'm probably gonna be in the house. You know,
Okay,
they get a little live. You know, me and I'm
you're a
a lot.
homie.
That's a lot
You
of
you
energy.
you're a homie type of female. You
Homebody.
like homebody.
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
You're a traveling homebody.
Yes. Yes. I intentionally plan when I go out. I can when I can. Yes.
Well, hey man, that's all the topics. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ran through them things, man. You know, I think the last show we did 2 hours, which that was a long show, but that was a. I mean, once the conversation going, I don't look at no time and stuff like that. But man, you know what I'm saying? This was a dope show. I know Erica, you doing your thing. I know Ken, you got a little something you got to handle a little bit later. And man, I just want to thank y'all for coming on the show again, chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Great adult, mature conversations and stuff like that, man. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all coming on, chopping it up with your boy.
And I just want to
Anytime, bro.
say a quick shout out to Verizon and Apple because this would not have been
Okay,
this
Verizon
would
and
not have
Apple,
been
shout out to
possible if
y'all.
data plan strong all through the city of Houston.
Verizon and Apple, shout out to y'all. Hey,
Yes.
holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you, Ken, for coming on also too, man, because I know you got a busy schedule coming up in a little bit.
Nah, bro, it's all good, bro. All good, man. Y'all have a good one, man. And like I say, hope the show, you know what I'm saying, get the views that it's supposed to get, man. It's some good topics.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm gonna see y'all later, man. I'm gonna speak with y'all.
All right, bet.
Bet, bet, bet.
Until next
Um,
time. Bye.
Bye. See. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. That was show 115, man. Y'all can find us on YouTube, Spotify, whatever. Y'all can find us on Facebook again, man. But you know what I'm saying? I'm tapping back in with y'all next Friday, man. You know what I'm saying? I see Byron. He been on the show the whole time. I seen my girl Brandy. You know what I'm saying? She tried to tap in. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe we bring them on the show next week and see what they talking about and see what they got good to say, man. Because you know we always gonna have some dope conversation and dope topics and stuff like that, man. But in the meantime, in between time, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I hope y'all have a great weekend out there, man. Like I say, y'all please share this. You know what I'm saying? Send stars or whatever y'all want to do. It's up to y'all. I ain't doing no tripping or whatever. But man, I'm finna get out of here, man. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be 100. Y'all be easy, man. And until then, which will be next Friday, episode 116, man. I'ma holler at y'all. 100.